going on, guys? Back for another quick trade recap. So today I took one singular trade. I'm not sure if my executions are available anymore because I know they reset, yeah, after the day's over. But if you want to go check that out, that is posted on my TikTok. I posted that a few hours ago. So what was I looking for today? To be honest, I was kind of thinking of a market maker buy model in a sense. So we have a lot of consolidation right here in that box. A lot of consolidation, right? So I'm looking for some sort of manipulation in either direction. To be honest, like I could have taken a short. If we did this and manipulated up here first into this PD array, I could have taken shorts. But what we did instead was manipulated down into this 4 hour. Right here. We created SMT right here, so you'll see. If you hear stuff in the background, that is my dog. So this is 10 p.m. on Monday the 12th, and then over here, 10 p.m. on Monday the 12th, we swept that. So you can see we did not take this low on on NQ, but we did on ES. So this is super bullish for me, on top of the fact that we had all that consolidation, all the highs that I wanted taken out. So what did we get after getting SMT delivery from a PD array? We get this build up all morning from like 8 o'clock on. That's why I'm kind of thinking market maker buy model, right? Because consolidation, manipulate down, and we look for a New York reversal. We get a 15-minute inverse fair value gap, and then at 9:30 we come down, 9:30 Po3, manipulate down into our 15-minute gap. So I'm actually gonna get rid of the 4 hour and even this 4 hour SMT. We manipulate into this unmitigated 15-minute PD array. We create 1 minute SMT. It was pretty choppy on the 1 minute. I took it personally on the 15-minute, but looking back at it, there's SMT right here. So we took this low right here, and on ES we did not. But I wasn't really worried about SMT on this because I had so much conviction that it was kind of a market maker buy model or like a New York reversal, because we have all these relative equal highs up here. We have an untapped, I think, is it an hourly or something? We had an untapped hourly right here, so I wanted to see that get filled. We had inverse this 15 minutes, so we're disrespecting bearish PD arrays. And then we have a huge bottom wick respecting a bullish PD array. So boom, I hop in right there, and I literally just set my stop to the bottom of the wick because we shouldn't take that out anymore. We shouldn't go below that. And then I set TP to some buy side liquidity. I didn't even set it all the way up there. I set it to like right here because I didn't want to make over 1500. So as you can see, it's not going to show you. Yeah, like my P&L is 0, but you guys can see I'm at almost 5200. So I'm almost at 2000 in profit. And if you guys watched yesterday's video, you would know that this account was $400 away from being blown. And then I made 1500 yesterday, and I made 1500 today. So in the last 2 days, we made 3K, bringing us completely back from blowing this. It sucks because imagine if I didn't gamble it, and if I didn't lose a band to begin with, or like 1500 to begin with, I would have passed the account by now. But that's what happens when you gamble. So learn from that. In the last 2 days, I've been taking it pretty serious. It's tough because I work most of the day, right? I work from like 7 a.m. to like 4 or 5. And then I try to trade while working, but that's pretty tough because like I'm actively doing things. So I can only pull my phone out so much. So like if I'm being 100% honest, I literally saw this trade. I placed it. And I just put it in my pocket. Like usually I screen record my trades so I can post them on TikTok and stuff. I didn't even do that for this one because I was in the middle of doing stuff. I was busy, so I just took it, set my TP, and put it in my pocket. And like 5 minutes later, we hit full TP, so that was awesome. I didn't even get a chance to go break even Like by the time I looked at my phone, we were at like $800 in profit. And then as I looked, I was like needed to go do something for work. So then I quick put it in my pocket. I was like, nah, screw it. I was like, um, we'll probably hit TP. Like I had so much conviction in this. I was so like, um, what's the word? I was so, oh my God, I'm having a brain fart. Um, Basically, I just knew it was gonna hit. Like I don't know why I just had a horrible brain fart, but let's go over a trade that you could have possibly taken short wise. Um, oh, I was so confident. Jesus, bro, that was actually ridiculous. So boom, tap this. Maybe you wait, but that's like way later, and it's a bad time, I guess. But you create SMT right there. You could have got in on the turtle soup of ES, so you would enter right there, target these lows. And if you, let's say you gotta enter like this, and you have a short stop. Let's just say it's that, the top of that wick. And then this is TP, 483. Yeah, that would have been trade of the day as well for me, because I can't make over 1500 while being in an eval. But that's really it. Like this doesn't need to be a long video. It was one singular trade with one mini, hit full TP, didn't close early. I didn't even get a chance to go break even, so this is like a shorter video than normal. But yeah, so that's 3K in the past 2 days, 2 winning trades. The account is sitting pretty at almost 2,000 in profit, and rebill for this is not for like another month. So I can drag this out for as long as I want. Obviously, I want to finish the account as soon as possible, but I also don't want to rush it and risk losing the 2,000 that I made. Well, not even just the 2,000 profit that I made, but the 3,000 that I made in the past 2 days. Like I put myself in a hole gambling 1,500, and I just dug myself out of it in the past 2 days, making $3,000 back. So I need to like only take good setups. I don't want to rush anything, because you can see if I have one more $1,500 day, I pass the account. I don't even need that. I need like 1,100. You know what I mean? So usually I need about 300 ticks. um, Now I literally need like 220 ticks. So I need like almost 100 less ticks than normal. Which imagine, right? Like what? 200, 290. Now I only need like this down here. Something like that. I need about that. And we literally would have hit that almost. We would hit that real quick. We almost would have hit that in my first candle. But yeah, that's really it for the day. Oops. It was a great trade. PA was kind of, I think it was pretty good. At least the 9:30 PO3. 10 o'clock. Let's see. At 10 o'clock, we manipulated down into a 15-minute order block, targeting these highs. So what would I need? I would need a 1-minute CISD and some form of SMT. So what's this? 10 o'clock. This is 11. At 10, we manipulate down. Potentially get a 3-minute. It kind of looks like something that'd be a 3-minute or like a 2-minute. I mean, yeah, you get a 3-minute. You don't really take anything out, and you would have came back down. And we didn't even end up taking the highs because we were lagging behind ES, but you could have potentially closed for profit. So 1-minute CISD would have put you in right here, targeting these highs. And if I was in with 1 mini and we created SMT right there, which we did, I probably would have just closed out. This is kind of questionable because we were up 144 ticks, which would be about $700. So I might have been break even at that point, and we did come back down and tap it. Realistically though, I could have only made this much once again. So actually I would have hit it if I left it. And with it being evals, I've been a little bit less strict on my stop loss in terms of break even, because I just take it as, okay, this trade either is going to hit for 1500, my max daily win, or like the most I risk is like $300 a day. So like if I lose that, I can have 5 of those trades, like losing $300 5 times in a row. And then if I hit one $1,500 play, I make that all back. So I literally have to hit like one every 6 trades, and I would be break even, basically, right? So that's how I've kind of been looking at it. Like if this doesn't hit, well, tomorrow I come back and I can 5x it. Like it doesn't really bother me, especially considering this account was $400 away from being blown, and now it's $1,000 from being passed. Like I flipped the whole script, so I'm not really worried. And if I can hit this kind of trade in PA that isn't great, I think 930 honestly was the best trade. You might have been able to find something on ES considering we did take these highs, so you might have found something down here. Like there's SMT at this low, so you potentially could have found something in there and took it. On ES, obviously, right here, boom, and then you could have hopped in, delivering, and you do sweep these highs, so you could have found something there. NQ, you couldn't. We didn't take any highs. You just come back down. You could have found a short here potentially. I don't like the time, being that it's 12 o'clock, kind of lunchtime, but to each their own. This was, I think, the best trade of the day. A plus setup. The only thing I would have liked potentially more, right, is some type of SMT on the 15-minute. I know we had it on the 1 minute. I know we had it on the 4 hour, and that's why I took it, because it didn't really matter to me at that point. You only need so many confluences before you start to overcomplicate things. So I had 1 minute. I had low time frame. I had a 4 hour SMT and a 4 hour PD array that we were delivering from. So we have high time frame. We also have us disrespecting a 15-minute bearish PD array and respecting a bullish PD array. Like I don't need much more than that. And these huge wicks up here and the untapped hourly, like that is beautiful draw on liquidity. So I thought this was an A plus setup. With that being said, I'm not gonna drag this on any longer. I will catch you guys tomorrow, hopefully to say I passed the account. Peace.